Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Pet Expo YouTube channel. This is Barry, and we got a really nice reptile order today. We're looking right now at our blue-tongued skink. These guys are great animals. You can see the nice high yellows on this as it focuses there perfectly. These guys are insectivores, but also you can feed them a little bit of cat food to keep up their protein. Handle really easy, and they have a bright blue tongue to warn you that supposedly they're venomous, because bright colors in nature are usually venomous animals. But this guy, no worries whatsoever, except they have a very powerful jaw, so never stick your fingers in a skink's mouth. Next ones that we got are some Nigerian yellow Euromastics. Actually a male and a female on these guys, so really cool there. Quick little lesson on how to tell a male from a female on those. If you look right there, you can see the hemipenal across and the hemipene down on the bottom there. So very easy to tell male. And then we'll go to the next one. Oh, and she's gonna not want to get flipped over. But as we zoom in, you see very slight pores and no bumps underneath the anal slit there. Very easy way. But these guys are herbivores. You can also feed them some crickets, but mostly just the vegetable matter. They love prickly pear cactus, so if you want to give them something native to eat, that is a great nutritional food for them. Also on this order, we got some White's tree frogs, just to give you an idea how big these guys are. Pretty large when they came in. These guys are an insectivore, also can eat small mice or small rodents when they're a little bit larger. They literally can eat something about half their body size with little to no problem. They're known in Australia to actually jump off of caves and grab bats and consume them. Next stuff that we got, since it's been a little hard to try to find veiled chameleons, we got some little baby Jackson's chameleons. Now these are fairly easy to tell male and female. When we zoom in, you can see these very slight horns on the one in the upper left, where the one that's coming out right up to us is also going to be a male. You can see that slight horn starting there. These guys are also one of the easier chameleons to keep. They're known as the three-horned also. And they don't get as large as your veiled chameleons. So, good beginner chameleon for anybody looking to get into chameleons. Move right along here since we have a bunch of animals this time. Oop, bad focus there, but this is a vinegaroon. These guys are also a great starter scorpion. Say for somebody that's thinking into getting into scorpions but doesn't want to deal with the venom, these guys are a whip or a tailless scorpion, so not too much to worry about. They do release a very potent smell, why their name is called a vinegaroon. So they release that smell just like vinegar when they get stressed out. Next ones we got in that we haven't seen in a very long time. That one's going to be a little harder to see. We might get one that's not so tucked in here. There we go. So right on top there, these are our Cameroon Emperor scorpions. These are one of the very large species of scorpions, getting almost 6 to 8 inches long. And they do have that stinger right on the back, so you got to be very careful with these guys when you're handling. Usually handling by the tail once again. But these are an insectivore also. You do want to keep them a little bit warmer because of where they are located. So right around that 80 to 85 degrees on these guys. And keeping them fairly dry, so maybe misting the tank once to twice per week. Our next ones here are one of my favorite little pythons. We're just going to keep on stacking a little bit here, just because of their attitude. This is a Sumatran blood python. These guys do have a heck of an attitude. Get about the size of a ball python, but once again, not as nice. They can tame down quite a bit, but usually pretty aggressive when they're small like this, but beautiful colorations. And they get much bulkier than ball pythons, so usually about 1.5 times the girth of a ball python. And our last animal that we have to look at is also one of my favorite amphibians, just because of their sheer size. Open this one up here while we look at the white tree frogs all cuddled in the corner. But this is an African bullfrog, also known as a pixie frog. These guys get very, very large, excess of 5 pounds when they are full grown, and kind of turn a solid olive to darker green coloration, what his backstripe actually is. And they will literally eat almost anything that will fit inside. Small rodents, such as mice and rats, when they're full grown, with little to no problem. You do want to keep these guys very moist though. Don't let the moss dry out. Always keep it wet and keep it fresh, because amphibians are much more sensitive to bacterial infections. Now, if you have any questions on our reptile order at all, just give us a call at 507-625-2505. This is Barry from the Pet Expo YouTube channel in Mankato, Minnesota.